One thing I've always done, I've kept a good kit at home out of the kitchen so they can't be blunted by family members. Although there's plenty of knives around the place that I keep sharp for general use. I still keep my kit well guarded, as all butchers will. Today, a traditional Keen's curry. I do love making Indian curries from scratch, but sometimes you just feel like the traditional Keen's curry, and like I've showed you guys before, I keep this stuff vacuum sealed and just open it as need be, but this stuff hasn't been made for a long time now and is the secret to my curry sauce. Just a pinch, just a number there. I won't show you what it is, but like I said, it's not made anymore. But yeah, so that steel there, even though I was a butcher for 40 years, I carried that around my waist for, carried that by my side on my waist for at least 35 years of my butcher journey. So what I normally do, I hit with the a little bit coarse steel, a little bit coarser grade steel, and then finish a knife off on the smooth steel. No rub stones, just for general kitchen use. But chuck steak, you want it to have fat in it. I will cut the globules out, but all this other fat and marbling, of course, will all go in to the curry, and we make enough to get about 3 mils each out of that, the three of us. But yeah, this is my little secret. I call it angel dust. But like, they stopped making this stuff about 3 years before I finished my trade, so I vacuum sealed a few packets up and like I said, take it out as need be. But yeah, so my kit still involves always Victorinox or F-Dick. We don't muck around with any other Swibos or anything like that. There's my big gun. And general steak knife, just for normal cuts, but that's for cutting up big full rumps and things. So yeah, there's my kit. I do have a nice pink belt, but I don't need to carry it on my side anymore. So like I said, I'll do a bit of a sharpening demo and give you a bit of an idea how to sharpen your knife properly. A lot of people don't use the steel anymore. They put it in the too hard basket, but it's the only real way. If you start with a fresh knife, you can keep it sharp on two good steels. One with a little bit of cut to it and a nice smooth one. Looks pretty old, but I suppose when it hangs off your side in a butcher shop, all those years I made sausages, even I'd still wear my pouch. A lot of butchers choose to just have their knives on their bench these days and not have the pouch so they don't bang around on the walls and knock the butcher shop around the tiles and etc. So yeah, so there's my kit, there's my curry. Wait till you see that at the end of the day. Very slow simmer now. You don't want to cook chuck steak much more than about, even on the lowest simmer, for 1 hour 45, it'll just fall to pieces. Whereas things like rump steak that some people use, never use topside steak. Round steak's okay if you get that bottom bit of the muscle. But chuck steak or gravy beef is the only thing to make a slow cook curry out of, which anyone that knows will know. My dad's a foodie, Rowan. Isn't that right, mate? My low and slow mate. I was a low and slow barbecue butcher with the Tassie team for a while. So, yeah. So, Rose over in America at the moment, eating some bloody good-looking barbecue by the look of it. Half your luck, mate. Half your luck. But yeah, so traditional Keen's curry with all the condiments of sauce. My homemade spicy chutney goes in there, but just a pinch of the angel dust. That'll make food porn really porn. Anyway, hit me up if you want to know my recipe, and I'll send you some angel dust in the mail. Not really. The guys have bought my butcher shop a couple of little ingredients for my recipes that I never never sort of gave those recipes away, because some things are sacred, aren't they? If you work on a recipe and perfect it, you're not going to give it to anyone, even if they, you know, ask politely. So, but I'd happily pass on this recipe when it's finished. It's an old-fashioned recipe that my mum used to make, but then I just you know, tweaked it and made it, you know, extra special. So looking forward to that one tonight, peeps.